Okay, we are starting a new game tonight. I think every couple weeks, my goal is going to be to start a game that we're going to play regularly on Cozy Game Night to like completion. Just because I have so many cozy games on my to play list. We will intersperse that with Stardew Valley and Fields of Mystria and Nikki. So next week we're gonna do Nikki. But I would like to play a few games to completion. And this is gonna be the first one, which it recently came out, I believe. It was on my wish list for ages because I was much in anticipation for it. Not that I did any research on it. I was just like, "Ooh, that looks so fun," and was like, "Yes, let's do it." And now I've bought it, so we're gonna have some fun with it. Today is the day. I've packed up my things, leaving everything else behind for a quiet life by the sea. Welcome in, Sombra. Enjoy your lurk. Monday, summer 1st. We open up. But yeah, I don't know if this game actually has an end. Ooh, we can move around. Ah! my, what a sight. You must be a new bookseller. I've heard so much about you. How? Oh, don't worry, I have my sources. Anyway, welcome to our quaint little town. I'm glad you've decided to stop by. I thought you might need something to show might need someone to show you the ropes around here. I'm Tiled. I used to run the local bookstore here before my retirement. Lovely to meet you. Let's see. You should know that us Bookstonians have a very particular taste in books. I, for example, prefer to read classics and crime novels and not much else. So why don't I have a look at your selection and see if I can find something worthwhile? Bravo. You had the right book on hand. When a customer finds a book, they will keep looking for more. Sadly, you don't offer the right kind of books. That's not true. I have 3 classics. Even though you may have books on the right genre, whether people actually take one home, depends on your sale chance. I see. The sale chance shows the odds that someone might find the book they like, because the chance is based on how many books you have in your shop. It will decrease as you run out of books throughout the day. Managing to sell the last book of a genre is the mark of a great bookseller. You good? Ooh. The coastal wildlife Buxton Bay. Most of the board is taken up with illustrations of the marine animals and local life in the bay. You recognize a moon jellyfish with 4 purple circles. You remember seeing a stranded one on the far beach before. The delicate tentacles are used to catch prey, such as plankton, but they are harmless to humans. You also see an image of a herring gull in flight. It has the characteristically bright orange spot on its otherwise yellow bill. These scavengers can seem menacing to humans, but they are trying to adjust to the increasing urbanization of their habitat. They are incredibly intelligent. For example, researchers have observed them shoplifting books, presumably using them to nest in. Lastly, there's a group of grey acorn barnacles shown to look different above and below the water's surface. Were you aware that the hard bumps often found on rocks and boats are actually the shell of a small arthropod? An acorn barnacle's legs poke out from the top once the tide comes in to catch plankton out of the water. Fascinating creatures. It seems like you have gained a whole new appreciation for coastal critters today. Hi there. See ya. Hi there. You're a bookseller, right? I see you already talked to Tilde. Did she know everything about you already? Yeah, she does that. Told me all about the review before I'd even started my own job here. Oh, I'm talking about the Buxtonbury Review. It's the local paper. Yeah, I sort of write for them. My name is Fern Estrada. Glad to meet you. Your arrival is kind of the only interesting thing that's happened around here in a while. So you'll have to excuse my nosiness, but it's sort of my job to write about you now. How about you help me out by answering a few of my questions, and I'll give you a free subscription in return. You might appreciate the event's calendar, and people often sell books in classifieds. Right, so, what made you come to Buxtonbury? Needed an escape. I kind of feel the same way. I hope it works out for you. What's your first impression of the town so far? Friendly, I think. Don't worry, it really is. People might be... I don't know if you can hear that, but my cat is digging in his litter box intensely. I think it's buried, mate. Thank you so much for the little interview. I really appreciate it. And I promise you'll have your first copy of the review tomorrow morning. I'll have a look at your selection now, if you don't mind. I'll see you around. Feminist, queer, crisp, and perfect. Excellent choice. Right, I gotta remember to click on them because I feel like that's gonna impact my reputation. Seems like a telescope is out of order right now. Best check later. He's still digging. The Buxtonbury Review reports on the goings on around town. You can check today's and tomorrow's weather and keep an eye on upcoming events. This is the money. Okay. Well, I want the $0 one. Oh, a cute little cactus. Okay, so locations give me a boost. Okay, so now I can make it what I want. I'm gonna make it purple. Or do I make it pink? Oh, I'm gonna make it pink. I love pink. I also love purple. But I do love pink. What are you doing? He's being silly. I also love green. Oh, now I'm like, what if... I mean, it was green already. I don't need to make it green again. It's just real pretty. What's this silly boy doing? Okay. But I wanted to read the thing more. Oh, these are the books in your storage selection. Click to place it on the selection shelf. Okay. What do I have lots of already? Kids. I feel like maybe I need more classics. And drama. Just even out a little bit. There. So now they all have about the same chance of being found. Oh. I don't have any classic books, I see. Look at our pink little shop. It doesn't match our car. Hello. Oh, I can open it now. The tiny bookshop rolls into Buxtonbury. Buxtonbury's newcomer turns a new page. Have you ever dreamt of escaping your old life and starting a humble business abroad? That's precisely what this tiny bookshop operator has done, choosing our very own Buxtonbury as their latest destination. When asked about their first impression of the fresh-faced bookseller finds Duxtonbury to be very friendly. Find out more about this new and exciting shop by visiting the waterfront tomorrow. I don't have enough money for a cooler. No, we've already done that one. There you are. I wanted to commend you on how much you've been livening up this place. I'm sure you'll want to branch out into other places in town now. My friend Mary owns a successful cafe in the town centre. If I call her up and get her to give you a parking space, you could get quite a few visitors. Good call. You can always trust me on these sorts of things. Meet me out by Café Liberté as soon as you can. While we're on the topic of showing your face, I heard dear Walker was quite impressed with your wagon. He's one of the local fishers. Why don't you head over there and introduce yourself? He should be able to tell you about his recent catch. You might want to write this down. Having an organized diary. You know what? I still haven't quite a few unfinished diaries. So here, why don't you take this? I need to buy a new journal actually. All of mine are like either half full, and I can't do what I want with a half full diary. Which genres you have sold the most of? Total number of books sold. Okay. Okay. Calendar. Hey, what are you doing here? Seem to be at the beach like everyone else. Oh. I'm sorry, I've already forgotten that you're new. You just seem to fit in so easily. Sorry, here, I'll show you how to get to Far Beach in case you want to drop by there soon. I'm not really a beach person myself, but I'm sure the crowd there will need some of your reading material. Ahoy there, kiddo. How's it going? Looks like you got a good sturdy vessel there. I've got some old items lying around, which I thought you might like. See if any of them are to your liking. Oh, I love the globe, but I don't have enough money. My friend tells me you've got some decent cargo on board too. Enjoying traveling classic novels. Guess I have to be careful, I might be outsold by you. Let me make a bet. If you can get 20 sales to my buddies, I'll admit defeat. I'm looking forward to a little competition. Good luck. This game is really cute. I do want to change the color of my cart though. Oh, they're on sale. Seasonal items. Okay, well I do want that one. I don't think I need any kids books, so I'm not gonna get the vintage kids books. See, that's so many kids books. Public parks still in disrepair. Last winter, a series of snowstorms devastated vital parts of the beloved Rye Park. Many trees were uprooted and flower beds were destroyed by strong hail. Since the beginning of the year, members of the Buxtonbury community have repeatedly expressed the wish for a restoration effort. Led by students of St. Buxton University, a newly formed group of volunteers is looking for local gardeners willing to donate their precious time and resources for much-needed repairs. I am going to come in here and decorate, though. I'm going to take everything away. So I can... Yeah. Let me paint first. Maybe I go... I do love, like, a sage green. Sage green moment. And then do, like, a dark green wood. And then... Yes, I think it's cute. And we're gonna go here. I have so many kids' books. Let's get some more classics on the shelf. 33, 34, 35. And then maybe some travel. Yeah. Oh, I'm in debt. Good to know. I just got the achievement. Sunk cost fallacy. Your bookshop can also be impacted by unexpected sources, such as weather, visitors, or special states. You can always read up what something does by looking at the toolkit. It's just nice today. Just looking around to see if there's anything I can grab. There you are. It seems like Miriam has her hands full with the cafe again, but I'm sure she'll drop by later. Now I have something you might help me with. I've been cleaning out my old shop for months now, selling the small pieces at a flea market. This Saturday I'm trying to move the more bulky items to the market. Help an old bookseller out, will you? They'd fit well in that little wagon of yours. Just pick them up and bring them with you to the market on Saturday. Okay. I owe you, and I'll make sure there will be lots and lots of customers in it for you. What am I looking for? Okay. Give me a hint here. Sometimes people will ask for help if they can't find anything they're looking for. Click the bubble. Okay. Listen closely to people's requests. I'd love something classic, and I quite like the feeling of a heftier book. Do you have anything like Middlemarch? I'm interested to see what you'd suggest. Some things can be optional, while others are really important to your customer. People have also leave some of their likes and dislikes unsaid, so be sure to put yourself in their shoes. Some requests might also be harder to fill than others. You can check the difficulty stars here to gauge how many books in your shelf are a good fit for this customer. Requests usually get more difficult as Stockton dwindles throughout the day. Now pick a book that might work. Jane Eyre. See important information about the book, including the sort of description. The short description, publication date, genre, author, and page count can also be helpful information. Count of Monte Cristo might be better. Victor Hugo. This book is too thick to be Picture Dorian Gray. Let's go with this one. How about this? No problem. You might have found someone's favorite book. They'll buy this one and keep shopping. Inspire customer. Whenever you successfully recommend a book, all of your customers become inspired. This happens whenever you successfully recommend a book. It increases the sale chance across all genres for a short while. If we were villains, I have that book on my shelf. I feel like there's going to be lots of books that I have on my shelf in this game that I haven't read yet. I do read quite a lot, it's just I don't always have the time. And it takes me ages. I'm gonna make so much money here. I need something for an essay. I only want non-fiction. I need something about travel. Some of your books can show up across different genres. This doesn't impact it. Okay. But you can still use it to recommend a book genre in a genre where a customer might not have been looking. Historical niche, medieval. What about this? No problem. Hi there. I usually prefer factual books. I usually find pop science a bit dull, though. Mesopotamian buildings. Brutalist buildings. Naval carpentry. It's in depth. What about this one? Oh, I'm out of classics and travel. Have to list stuff. Oh wait. Oh wait, no, I did grab her stuff. Okay. I definitely don't have enough money for that. I don't need the kids' books. In fact, I don't think I need to buy books today anyway. Store in town center sits empty. Former bookshop cleared out after Sanklein's retirement. Many of our readers will have fond memories of the Bockenheidel and Anti-Catavian at 4 Cyril Plaza, where Til's Sunderklun's doors were always open to comfort you with a perfect book. And while the 76-year-old has been happily retired for a few years now, it still feels like the end of an era to see these doors come to their final close. Can Buxtonbury's new mobile bookshop follow her impressive footsteps? And what will happen to this prime spot in Crystal Plaza? I kind of want to head to Far Beach. Okay, so we need classics. And we need travel. We need at least one more crime. Another fantasy. Another classic. Let's put some more kids ones on. Try and get rid of them. Let's head to Far Beach. I have all of Til's stuff here. A skull. Great. Excuse me, could I get a book, please? I just need another fantasy novel. And if they're any less than 200 pages, that's a plus for me. I'm a fan of books like Carmilla. Yep, I finished that one last. That's... Are you not a child? Omniscient reader's viewpoint. Nope, not him and his tail. Divergent. Six of Crows might be a good one. My cat is snoring. How about this one? I don't like... It's so graphic. For now, they're done shopping. Maybe they'll come back another time. You were... letting me read here. My name is Harper. Be back soon, okay? I feel like anything I picked wasn't gonna please Harper because one, that is a child, and the book that they said they just read was not a child's book. I have 8 children's books in here. Okay, so if I need to get rid of kids' books, it's gonna be over here. I finally have time to read. I wouldn't mind a book with 450 pages or more. Also, I'm interested in books about facts. Do I have any big fact books? I do. Let's do this one. Upgrading and repairing PCs. I need something with loads of cool animals. Also, fact books are my usual go-tos, but I don't want anything pretentious. It's for my little sister. No, that's not gonna do it. Discover the awe-inspiring no. That's not gonna work either. Let me click through. I don't think I have anything. Sorry, mate. They really want to get rid of this one. But I don't need any more kids' books, you know? And I quite like the coffee shop pot, the coffee machine. Sleigh market bigger than ever. At our town's ongoing flea market in time, weekend visitors can once again browse, haggle, and buy to their heart's contents. Stalls will offer a variety of vintage clothing, artworks, plants, homewares, records, and more. But whether visitors will get a fresh selection of books remains to be seen. Right, I can set up a table. Set up a skull as well, I guess. Does the skull actually give me anything, or is it just bad for kids' books? It does, but let's head here. I'm not gonna have as many kids showing up. Kids were more at the other beach. Have a look, matey. Still really want that, but I don't have enough money. What's the catch of the day? I enjoy getting sucked into a really long book. I enjoy reading serious, sophisticated literature. Okay, what do we have in classics? Macbeth. How about this? Oh, I've already said hello to him. Perfect weather for a new book. I like historical settings. I quite like thrilling stories, and I tend to enjoy classics. Okay. Beth. Let's try this one. Looks like you've managed to surprise them with an unexpected pick. Try this one and keep shopping. You're highlighting highlight of my route. I need a fact book because I want to acquire knowledge. However, I have no interest in biographies. Okay. Let's go with this one. Should I read the little blurb as we get them? Good afternoon. Oh dear, you know that you don't have to bring those boxes with you everywhere, don't you? I'd be fine to leave them in storage until Saturday. I only need them at the flea market. Thanks for your being so considerate. I appreciate the gesture. Count to 10. I'm gonna take this one. And this one. Family-owned coffee shop has thanked customers and staff in a small anniversary celebration this weekend. Café Liberté, a mainstay of our town centre, has been serving the city for 200 years, since its foundation in the early 1800s. It's quickly become one of the city's most iconic spots, drawing in creatives and revolutionaries alike. Attending city officials, prominent townsfolk commend owner Miriam Debois for her efforts in preserving Buxtonbury's history with touching speeches. Yeah, we're going to the flea market. Let's restock our shelves. We need quite a few classics. And the travel ones went very quickly. Put another kids one on just in case, but I doubt we're going to end up with more kids things because of the skull. Hey, you seen the bookish type? I can't seem to get rid of this thing. Do you want it? Excellent. It's good condition and all. I don't know. Just seemed cursed. Bonjour. Feel free to touch the artwork. It's expensive. Oh my gosh, you're the bookshop owner. I love your wagon so much. It's so cute. I'm Anne. It's nice to meet you. Welcome to the flea market. Wow, looks like you're swarmed with customers. I hope you still had some time to look around though. Would you like some plants to the shop? Feel free to, I feel like they fit your vibe. I would love them, but I don't have any money right now. I just bought a bunch of stuff. Wow, this is a new personal best. I love to read something to do with real life. I enjoy my books light and entertaining. Light and entertaining. Might be this one. Probably not, but... Oh, yep. There we go. I wasn't sure. Did you know I'm a really good finder? I always find the best stuff around here. Last time I found some really rare trading cards. And the time before that, my baba and I bought some really good paint. That was so fun. I think this time I'll look for some sunglasses. How many treasures have you found yet? Think you can mess my record? Good luck trying. Hi, you're the highlight of my route. Something with this historical setting is a must. If there are less than 200 pages, that's a plus for me. And also I prefer a factual book. None of my factual books are less than 200 pages. Let's see if they'll take this one. Yep. Good to see that you found our little flea market. I thank you so kindly for your help, dear. I can finally get rid of this clutter now. I'll set up my little stand over by the old cannon then. Come by if you want to have a look at what's in those boxes. Could be useful for you. I can handle a bit of horror, and I wouldn't mind challenging myself to a really long read. I tend to read classics. Please assist me with my search. Okay. Really long. Jane Eyre, maybe. Let's go with Jane Eyre. I really want this one. And the bag. Oh, what? Look at this dope little shop. Hi, mate. I've read about you in the paper. Such a cool place you've got here. My name's Klaus. I work at Mega Marché at the moment. Have you been there? It's an awful big car park. I'm sure no one would mind if you made a shop there from time to time. How are you? Having a good summer? I mean, it's a bit stressful. Get some time off soon. I get it though. My band and I were practicing almost every day last spring for our bassist went abroad. We play metal and some punk stuff, you know. Our name is Silence Libri, because our music is like the opposite of Silence in the Library. Like, you know what kind of music you're into. I could introduce. Let me know what kind of music you're into. Introduce you to some local bands. Right, I'll check out your books now. But I'll see you later. Adios. I want that yellow. I see, how dare they. I'll take the yellow as well. Whoever this is, they're buying so many books. Oh, the armchair looks great. I gotta make more money. I'm out of crime books. What does it do? I don't know what that does. Add in a little bit of bright yellow. I might get rid of the skull. I'm gonna set up in Far Beach to see if I can get rid of some of these kids' books. Because there were so many people looking for kids' books there. You have an item you can activate. Maybe I'll set it up on the table. Blank page, huh? Looks nice, pristine like that. I probably shouldn't write on it just yet. Yeah, it's better to leave empty rather than writing anything. I'll come back to it tomorrow. There are so many kids' books here. Oh, hey, welcome to Buxtonbury, famous beach. It's nice to have you here. Such a great spot, don't you think? I've already seen some people with crime and fiction titles in hand. Oh, by the way, I have a fun/sad plant fact for you. Because of the whole photosynthesis thing, we tend to put our plants outside, which can be very nice. They might love that, but also where you put them, put some help. I still have to water the plants outside. I've just remembered that I've forgotten for like almost a whole week. Oh, I hope they're not dead. It's been wet, so I like keep forgetting because most of the plants that I would usually have to water get water from the rain. But I just pick up my kid in a bit. Books about animals are always good. Shout. I'm more of a casual reader. Frog and Toad. That was about animals. One kid's book, please. If it's less than 200, okay, less than 200 pages. Dragon Ball. Let's do this one. Hey, you look like you're really good at picking up stuff. My mom told me we have to go home, but I don't have my shells yet. Marine biology. It's where you study stuff from the sea, like starfish, mermaids, clams. And that's why I need seashells for science. Can you please pick some up for me, please? Here, I'll give you my special marine biology device. I picked most of them, but I should need 12 more. Come back tomorrow. Okay. I've got 3. I don't see any more. Oh, what do we need? I can't deal with a dull book right now. Also, don't give me any outdated books. Knights, Romans, Vikings. I want to see some history. Okay. I have The Outsiders here twice. This one might work. It's outdated, but it's a play. I'm out of kids' books. Okay, I think we're gonna go for maybe another half hour. Because I still have to, like... I have work tomorrow, essentially. Oh, let's grab this one. And grab this one. Because those are both quite cheap. Since the full automation of lighthouses, I don't really care. What did I get? That, okay. I'm gonna go here. Oh, I need more crime novels. Alrighty, here we go. Come on, I know you're thinking thoughts. Let them out. Death, dying, mortuary. We all have to die someday. With each tick of the clock, that day grows closer. What will I have left behind? Okay, a bit dark, don't you think? But maybe I can make it work. We'll slap on a happy ending, yeah? I'm ready for a 700-page commitment. I'm a fan of world-renowned detectives, so I'm partial to a good crime novel. Or... No, I read that. Okay, I left that. Done. I sold it, I mean. What to recommend? That's the big one, but she said crime, so... A Woman in White. The young art teacher, Walter Harriet Cartwright, finds himself entangled in a complicated family mystery. Will he find out the underlying secret that led to the tragedy? Be prepared for a twist in a spooky classic. Try this one. Hey mate, nice to see you again. You mind if I hang around a bit? I need to do some writing. You know how I told you about my band? Yeah, well, I wanted to work on a concept album while our bassist is away. But it hasn't been going super well. I even took some time off work to focus better, but I'm just absolutely out of ideas here. Like, it's been weeks and I got nothing. I'm starting to get a bit stressed, to be honest with you. Don't want to disappoint everyone. Got any ideas? Songs about heartbreak. Romance isn't really my thing, so I wouldn't know anything about that. I want a more prog rock thing going on. Like, the whole album needs to tell a story. I'll have another think about it, alright? Peace out. I heard that the non-fiction here is good. Like, niche books, for the most part. Also, historical settings appeal to me. Do you have anything? This one. I guess. I'm looking for a romance in the past. I guess this one? Love doesn't sound very romantic. Oh, look at the baby. Oh, look at him stretch his toes. You're so cute. He's so cute. Yeah, why not? New tiny bookshop sparked passionate discussion. Mere days after their arrival on the scene, the mobile bookseller has Buxtonbury's literature scene abuzz. But what's making for a pleasant borrowing experience? According to Tidal Sansinclined, former bookstore owner, the secret lies in the selection. The more books that match a customer's tastes, the higher the chances they will find what they're looking for. For those readers who might not yet know what to look for, the review recommends seeking the assistance of your local bookseller. I'm going to go to Far Beach again. I'm actually going to take everything off the shelf and then redo it. I have the most classics, so I'm going to put double the classics, I think. No, I sell a lot of kids here as well, so I should do some more kids. Shells. The perfect heart-wrenching moment for the second act. As I lay on the bed, I studied the wallpaper on the ceiling. I asked myself, was everything a lie? We had a lie? And if so, could I believe that lie a little longer? What do you mean it's wordy and obnoxious? Look who's the expert now. But alright, I guess I'll revise it by tomorrow. It's such a cute little game. Honey, we're talking to the bookseller right now. I'm looking for a fresh kids book, but I really don't have time for anything over 700 pages. Do you have anything like the Magic City? Out of discontent with his new life, young Philip builds a city out of his toys, books, and game pieces. Next thing he knows, he appears in a life-size version of it, populated with people who need his and Lucy's help. Okay, let's see what we've got. The Happy Prince and Other Tales, The Lorax, Hidden Staircase. Prince Caspian might be good. Let's go with Prince Caspian. Summer holes are the best. My parents wanted to go somewhere on holiday, but I said you can't go without me then. You can go without me then. I don't want to sit in a car all day. In Buxtonbury, I can just take my bike to the beach. Plus, all my friends are here. I'd miss out on all the best jokes if I went away. There's only one thing we're missing for the summer: sandcastles. Oh, and more fantasy books, of course. Keep up, will ya? Sorry, I have to pick up my kid in a bit. Give me something with real stakes, you know? The grizzly kind. I wouldn't hurt if you had anything outsiders. Terrifying outsider stalks Flint City, committing heinous crimes. Tag along the ragtag team of heroes who take it upon themselves to... Okay. I don't have any crime left. Let's see what I do have. Monte Cristo might be good. Let's see. Fairy Tales. I'm thinking the Count of Monte Cristo is probably our best bet. Yeah, it's not gruesome. It does have high stakes though. Hi, hello, I'm utterly obsessed with outer space sci-fi. Not really into horror though. Short story turn novel grapples with... What about this one? I needed more crime novels, so that's not bad. Okay. Let's head here, I think. So redo my little thing. I think this will be our last visit. And we'll wrap up. Let's see. Here I think we're gonna need more classics and more crime. And then I'll put in an extra drama just to be sure. That's how I learned that life is what you make it. And I had really given it my best try. I can't technically cry, but it's a real tearjerker, right? You're gonna eat it up. Go on then, take it. It's your first manuscript. With this, the drama they'll still be talking about for years now. What's this? With that, final clank of the key as the typewriter falls silent. Oh dear. What's up? Give me those, one of those good old classics. I need a book with a high page number. Where I can't say in front of a historical setting. Well, most classics are gonna be historical. Let's see if this one works. Yeah, it's not very long. Is there anything else I can pick up while I'm here? Hi there. I'd love to read something to do with real life, and I really love to read about real places. This Cedar Before You Die is one of my favorites. Okay, let's see. This isn't travel, this is sci-fi. Ah, you must be that person Till told me about. Our customers would surely appreciate more classics. What a shame. You should make sure... I did. They're all sold. Has been... Yeah. The Liberté has hosted our history's greatest minds. Brightest revolutionaries. They're all met here. But surely you have done your own research into the town already. The way, I have to get back to my customers. Can I give you a word of advice? You'll probably gather some regulars, people who will return to your shop who like to chat. In my experience, they always appreciate it if you can remember details about them. Maybe last week they told you about their hobby, or their birthday is coming up. I recommend writing these things down in your journal. For example, young Harper is celebrating her birthday soon. And you know how important birthdays are at that age. I'm sure she'll be delighted if you gave her her best wishes. Here, lend me that journal of yours for a minute. I'll fill in all the important dates I can remember off the top of my head. Okay. I'm missing one person. This page, you can see the different things that you have. Okay. What has been what's selling well today? I want some cold hard facts. I like my niche books for the most part. However, I'm not really into pop science. Okay. Let's do the poetry of architecture. See if you like that. Now, for somebody who was complaining that I didn't have any books, you are buying quite a few. Okay. I think I'm okay book-wise at the moment. I might buy this cooler. And then redo this quickly. I want to move the typewriter. Sorry, y'all. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna save and quit. We are gonna go into our thank you screen because we're wrapping up. Wednesday, I'm not sure what I'll be playing. I'll sort it out. I gotta have a think about what I want to play. Who are we gonna raid? Whose vibes are right for tonight? Let's see. Let's raid Tiki. Currently playing Story of Seasons. I will probably hang out for a little bit and then head off. But yeah. Wednesday, it's either going to be Baldur's Gate, Dragon Age, or Dot Hack, depending on the vibe. Friday, it's going to be Dot Hack, as always. And then Saturday will be streaming with Sasha. Cozy Game next week. We will be doing Nikki because the new Nikki update comes out this week. And I don't want to play the story off stream. Also, if you are interested in voting for who we are going to marry in Stardew Valley, please pop on over to the Discord. There is currently a vote going on. Currently, Haley is in the lead. But we've got a short list of candidates up there. If you are interested in deciding who we're going to marry in our perfection run. But I'm going to head off. I'll probably hang out in the stream for a little bit. But I hope you guys have the best time zone you're in. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.